Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to another Monster Hunter video. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. My name is Ristretto and you're joining me in the midst of one of my many collecting sessions. I've just made myself a fresh new lance set, which gives us razor sharp, critical eye 1, and guard +1, which is about the best balance of sharpness mitigation, damage, and I guess, I don't know if you call it utility or protection with guard +1. Like, you can iframe lots of things, but sometimes you just want to counter instead. So it's nice to have all three of these skills on the same set. To go with this, I did also make the Acris Lance, which is the Acris Lance. Pretty cool. But I'm actually trying to make the Seregios Lance to go with this set as well. I feel like that all of the hopping we're gonna do, combined with razor sharp, it's just gonna be super nice. We're pretty close, so we just need one more Seregios Impaler, which is the tail carve. And so I figured I would do this quest on a recording and see how things go. I did do one run of it previously, offline or off recording, and it's actually a pretty tricky matchup. There's some positioning around Seregios' feet that's kind of extra difficult with Lance, where you're kind of planted in place. And so I found it interesting enough that I figured it would make for a good hunt. So we're gonna do 1,000 Scales of Dread. We've done this quest with Prowler already, among other weapons. Let's see, I have a cool drink, because they're gonna give me a bunch in the quest, and yeah, off we go. Been having kind of a low-key week. My first full week back at work of 2025. So I've been feeling a little extra tired. Haven't played a ton of Monster Hunter this week. But tonight I've got some energy and some time. So we're gonna give it our best shot here. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't love the Sanitar pieces. I've used them so much across so many games, across so many mix sets, but a mixture of Black Belt, Battle, and Sanitar just makes me think of Freebie Night in a way that I can't help but enjoy a little bit of. So I'm a fan of this new mixed set. Off we go into the desert. Seregios should start here, yep. And I just refreshed myself on his hit zones before we came out on this hunt. Most of his hit zones are actually pretty good. His stomach is by far the best. It's a 60 for Blade Master, which is kind of crazy. Lance is actually somewhat uniquely suited to hitting that stomach pretty frequently, but with our up-facing poke. So this is the part of the matchup that I found pretty tricky, though, is those just grounded claw attacks. It's rather difficult for Lance to get out of the way of those. Oof. And he does quite a bit of damage to us. I did cart in my last attempt at this quest, or my last clear of this quest with Lance, so I'm gonna try and be a little safe. Chug some potions. He can't get us because of Monster Hunter math. He's on a different elevation, at least for now. Yeah, we'll see how we do. In general, it seems like if I'm able to dodge out to the side, it helps, but if I get hit by one of those, it actually messes up my positioning. So it can be pretty tricky to react in the right way in the moment and not get chipped too many times. I'm a little nervous right now. Our health's getting low. Counter that, put a couple pokes in, and then we're gonna sheath and run away. He'll do that twice. Phew. And taunt, nice. Thank you, Seregios. Seeing as we're going after the tail, I was gonna say I'm not above going for a mount. And I'm not, but I failed at doing the mounting attack there. Oops. Didn't get the actual mounting attack. Ooh, some whiffs there, but we still got some hits on the stomach. That's nice. I'm not sure if you can iframe his roar. Can't remember. With base iframes, I mean. Oops. His aerial swoop attacks like that are always so much fun to iframe, and I almost always go for it, even though it's kind of silly too. Not too difficult to outposition those instead. It's just too much fun to see him flying through the air and just go, nope, hop right through. See if we can't get that in this video a couple times. Yeah, Seregios is kind of an interesting monster, I think, because his moveset isn't, like, too technical. Oh, didn't get it. His moveset isn't too technical, but because of the way he can multi-hit you, he can just blow you up at kind of any second if you screw up and the right sequence of moves transpire. So he's someone where unless you're actually just straight up blocking him down with damage, it can be a little spooky. They made it more difficult, it seems, to lock him down than in 4 Ultimate. In 4 Ultimate, he had these crazy leg trips where almost constantly, if you brought thunder damage, you would be tripping him. This game, I don't think I've gotten a leg trip once. Oh, that hitbox goes back just so far with his tail. Oh boy, there we go. Dodged through the projectile. Thank you for blocking those projectiles, little crab. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tripped so much. I had meant to record a video with Lance a little while ago, but I found myself struggling with it. It's one of the weapons I've really enjoyed over the years in the series, but it does feel like I'm just having a hard time with some aspects of it here in Generations. Ow. One of which being these frickin' 1,000 scales of dread. Gotta go for it. No. Gotta go for it, though. Alright. This crab is annoying. Should probably stop and heal. Going through a lot of potions pretty quickly. Dude, this crab. He just took a projectile for us, I think. He's gonna cancel us. That's just fine. Greedy. Greedy, greedy. Okay. We're unsheathed. Oh, I'm going to go in the wrong direction. Turtle it. Quick. There we go. It's nice because if you can outposition those hops, you actually get a nice opening on the tail, which is what we're here to break. It's just difficult in the moment. If you get chipped by any of them, you have to really quickly reposition your character a second time in order to back hop backwards through it. Getting chipped turns your character around in kind of an unpredictable way. So far, we've kind of gluttoned our way through more potions than I'm really comfortable with. My prior attempt actually went a little better in that regard, but oh well, this is the one I'm commentating through, so we'll roll with it. I do have some tea with me, some Earl Grey tea. More of a coffee guy overall, but I'm often recording these videos later in the evening when I don't necessarily want to have a whole nother cup of coffee, because I'm not trying to stay up super late these days. Oh gosh. I guess it's nice to have a failsafe though, that guard, being able to just, well, I was gonna say, turtle our way through a lot of those attacks, but if enough of them hit you, kind of hard to turtle through. I would say Seregios is almost setting out to prove me wrong here. There we go. There's the mount. Like I said, not above it when I need to get access to a tricky part that I need to break. A lot of the time I prefer to just attack the monster through the whole quest and not sit through a little cutscene that is the mounting minigame. But in this case, I need that tail. Interesting little trip there. There we go. Got it that time. Got it that time. There we go. We're getting it. Ooh, I gotta be watching my health. A little spooky. Ooh, that's gonna hit me. Yep. Well, should be able to sheath and heal here. No thank you, Game Prey. They're serving as nice shields for me. If we can break his head, we'll get some more potions in the box, too. Because that's the subquest, is to break his head. That's what I need to keep in mind, is always be hopping to our right, out of the way of that first, oh shoot, out of the way of that first claw of his. Just tricky. Just tricky. Nope, didn't get it that time. The way he laughs at you like that is so, so mean. He goes, ha! Couldn't find any. Shame. Well, good thing we brought herbs. We'll probably also want to... I'm going to duck into Area 3. I'm going to sharpen and then get ready to paintball him again. Ducking in here to get away from those Genrai. Our razor sharp means this this lance's sharpness lasts quite a while. We haven't had to sharpen so far, but I don't really want to be caught out in the middle of an area with the Seregios flying around. Close quarters. Playing DDR around his feet. Oops. I don't know how I got hit by that, but okay. Nice, there's a tail cut. Now we can focus on his head. That's supposed to be a counter input, but we wouldn't have hit anyways, I guess. You can see that aerial attack there has too much knockback for us to counter it efficiently. Or that one doesn't. Guard one's kind of interesting like that, where you've still got a good chunk of moves that you kind of have to pay attention to and understand. I can't properly counter like that one, which is kind of fun, I think. You can hop through them, though. Nice, got a flinch. Nice. And he's tired. Sweet. We take that. My guy tripped and fell up 2 different ledges. Ugh. Making his head difficult to hit. Alright. That area went pretty okay. Better than the previous 2. And we got our tail cut. Now let's see if we get the carve we need. We need an impaler, but there's like, if I remember correctly, there's like 3 or 4 different things you can get from a tail carve from Seregios. Alright, excuse me, Mr. Apsaros. Yes! Got the impaler. Sweet. Even if we fail the quest on stream, on recording, doesn't matter. We can go and make our hardball lance now. I don't know if we're going to actually fail this quest, though. This area, though, this is where I carded the last time. It's kind of hell. All these freaking Conchu. Just getting tripped like crazy down in this little mosh pit. Oh. Yes, there we go. Got the head break. Now we just want to hit that stomach the rest of the time. I don't think we can really... Oops. Oh, dang. Nice, he's already weak. Guess we've been doing okay damage, even though we've been taking a good amount of damage, too. Feels good. Almost out of heals, though. So I'll have to do this last area, basically heal-less. Or last area or two. That's a fun challenge. Especially against a monster with so much chip damage. Oops, a little off the mark with my pokes there. Juked! Uh-oh. Not 2 in a row, though, and he laughs at us, you jerk! Oh. Oh, and the Apsaros. The Apsaros encroaching in is so stressful. Nice. Ooh, block. Yes, there we go. Nice. No cart. Not my cleanest hunt ever, but you know what? We got the parts we needed. I'm pretty pleased. Oh, man. Feels nice to get to verse off against this guy with a weapon that's a little more tricky. I think that's kind of the thought I'm having right now, is at least the way I like to play Lance with its mixture of blocking and hopping and everything feels kind of high skill ceiling or high, I don't know, skill requirement. I'm not trying to talk myself up, just like I'm having a hard time with it. I'm like, you know, the way I want to play this weapon is actually kind of hard. So it does feel good to practice up one of these tougher matchups and finish the quest at least. No carts necessary. I'll probably plan to do another Lance video sometime soon. I kind of want to get to practice up a matchup I'm actually quite pleased with and upload that for you guys. Haven't had yet to upload any Lance yet on the channel, so this is the first video with it, and that feels kind of nice to have gotten that out of the way. In a good way. Have some more tea. I'm gonna bring you guys back to the hub with me, and we'll craft up that hardball Lance. Too satisfying not to include in the video. The feeling of completing a hunt, and then heading back to the smith and going, yes, I get to make my weapon now. Hello, Mr. Smithy. One hardball Lance, please. Nice. This Lance always looks so tall. I don't think I've registered this set yet either. And we're on to our 3rd page of sets. What am I going to call this one? I'm going to call this one... I'm not even sure. La Gua for Lance Guard. Because I have another set. That's low rank guard, which is speed sharpening guard +1 and artillery, but that's more for charge blade and gun lance. This one's more for lance. All right. With that, I'm gonna get back to lancing and practicing up a lance matchup to record and show you guys in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the hunt and the little crafting at the end here. I'll be back with some more Monster Hunter again soon. I hope you guys have a nice night or a good day, whatever time it is where you guys are at. Cheers and happy hunting. I'll see you guys next time.